Nothing can disturb your peace unless you allow it. Guard your mind as you would your most treasured possession. When you stop letting the world control your emotions, you unlock the power of peace. Life is full of challenges, but nothing can affect you unless you give it permission. The art of living is in letting go of what doesn't serve you and learning to remain unaffected by what doesn't matter. You've now learned the powerful principles that can shield you from life's chaos, ensuring that nothing can affect your peace of mind. But here's a thought. What if the key to ultimate peace lies in your ability to detach from the things you can't control? Are you truly ready to stop letting external circumstances dictate your happiness? Imagine a life where nothing and no one can shake your inner calm. What would that look like for you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's start a conversation about mastering this powerful mindset together. Imagine this, a life where your inner peace remains unshaken. No insult, challenge, or external chaos could ever disrupt it. What would it feel like to wake up every morning with a profound sense of calm, knowing that no matter what unfolds, you are steady, grounded, and unmovable? This might sound like a distant dream, but what if it's not? What if this unshakable tranquility is within your reach, a skill you can nurture and master? In Buddhist teachings, this state of mind is not reserved for sages or monks meditating in serene monasteries. It is a way of life, accessible to anyone willing to cultivate it. The key lies in one fundamental truth: true peace comes from within. These timeless words of the Buddha challenge us to stop chasing happiness or stability in the ever-changing external world and instead turn inward, discovering the sanctuary that already resides within us. Today, we'll uncover 10 profound Buddhist principles that can guide you to this inner sanctuary, a state where nothing external can affect your peace. These principles are not abstract concepts, but practical steps you can weave into your daily life. They invite you to see the world differently, to respond with wisdom, and to build a mind as steady as a mountain. Take a moment to visualize this. A monk sits serenely beneath a tree, eyes closed, as a storm rages around him. This is not just a poetic image, it's a possibility for all of us. Imagine living with such mastery over your mind that insults lose their sting, challenges become opportunities, and chaos fades into the background. Doesn't that sound like freedom? But how do we achieve this? How do we bridge the gap between the restlessness we feel and the stillness we long for? These Buddhist principles illuminate the path. They don't ask us to seek perfection or suppress emotions, but to navigate life's messiness with grace, wisdom, and compassion. As we delve into these teachings, consider this. What would your life look like if you could respond to challenges with clarity and calm, rather than reacting out of fear or frustration? Could you let go of anger and find peace, even in adversity? Let's begin this journey with Principle 1, insults and offenses. When someone insults or offends us, it's tempting to react immediately, letting their words disturb our peace. But Buddhism teaches us a powerful truth. It is not the words themselves that harm us, but our attachment to them. Picture this. Someone tosses a stone into a calm, serene pond. The water ripples momentarily, but soon it returns to stillness. Similarly, when we face hurtful words or actions, the initial ripple of discomfort is natural. What happens next, however, is entirely up to us. Do we let the disturbance grow into a storm, or do we release it and allow our inner calm to return? The Buddha offers profound wisdom here. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. This vivid analogy reminds us that clinging to anger only harms us. When someone hurls negativity our way, it often stems from their own pain or struggles. By holding on to resentment, we suffer far more than their words ever intended. Ask yourself, the last time someone insulted you, how much power did you give their words? Did you let them linger in your mind, stealing your peace? What if you could choose instead to let go, to release the anger, and return to calm? This is not about suppressing emotions or pretending not to feel hurt. It's about recognizing that your peace is yours to protect. Just as the pond returns to stillness, so can your mind. The power to let go and reclaim your peace lies within you. As we continue exploring these principles, reflect on this. What might you gain by releasing the anger and embracing the stillness within? Principles for cultivating inner peace through Buddhist teachings. Gratitude. During difficult times, practicing gratitude becomes especially important during difficult times. When life feels overwhelming, gratitude serves as a reminder that even in hardship, there are still things to appreciate. This shift in perspective offers comfort and hope, helping us navigate difficulties with resilience. For example, during a period of loss or uncertainty, gratitude can help us focus on the love and support of friends and family, the strength we've built over time, or the lessons we're learning through adversity. While gratitude doesn't erase pain or hardship, it helps us find light in the darkest moments, providing a sense of peace and contentment. Knowing that challenges are temporary and blessings can still be found helps maintain our emotional well-being. The benefits of practicing gratitude. Regularly, the benefits of gratitude extend far beyond temporary comfort. Regular practice enhances our mental, emotional, and social well-being in several key ways. Improved mental health. Gratitude helps reduce stress, anxiety, and depression by shifting our focus toward the positive aspects of life. Greater emotional resilience. It helps us cope with challenges by fostering a balanced and optimistic mindset. Stronger relationships. Expressing gratitude deepens connections and creates a supportive, harmonious social environment. Enhanced self-awareness. Reflecting on our blessings helps us understand what truly matters in life. Increased joy and contentment. Gratitude amplifies our sense of happiness, helping us live more fully in the present moment. By integrating gratitude into our daily lives, we create a positive cycle of growth, resilience, and fulfillment. Gratitude doesn't just change how we see the world, it transforms how we live in it, enriching our relationships, strengthening our mental and emotional well-being, and helping us embrace life's challenges with a hopeful heart. Cultivating a mindset of abundance through gratitude. Integrating gratitude into our daily lives fosters a mindset of abundance and positivity. This mindset helps us remain unaffected by challenges and negativity, allowing us to experience greater peace and joy. Gratitude is not about ignoring the difficulties life brings, but recognizing that even amidst struggle, there is beauty and goodness to be found. As Buddha wisely said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little." This perspective encourages us to approach each day with openness and appreciation, finding value in every experience. By practicing gratitude, we not only transform our own lives, but also inspire and uplift those around us. This creates a ripple effect of positivity that extends far beyond ourselves, contributing to a more compassionate and harmonious world. Gratitude, then, is not just a personal practice, but a powerful force for collective well-being. reminding us of the interconnectedness we share with others. Trust the process and let go of control. Trusting the process and letting go of the need to control everything is another fundamental Buddhist principle that brings profound peace and freedom. It invites us to embrace life as it unfolds, without clinging to specific outcomes or rigid expectations. Rooted in Buddha's teachings, particularly his insight that the root of suffering is attachment, this principle highlights how our desire to cling to people, things, or outcomes often leads to unnecessary stress and dissatisfaction. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning effort or neglecting our goals. Rather, it means doing our best while releasing the tight grip on how things must turn out. This shift in mindset enables us to approach life with greater serenity and adaptability, trusting that everything will unfold as it's meant to, even if it doesn't align with our exact vision. The root of suffering, attachment. Attachment stems from our desire for control, the belief that we can shape circumstances and people to meet our expectations. While it might seem reasonable to control outcomes, this tendency sets us up for suffering when life inevitably diverges from our plans. Attachments create a false sense of stability, and when they are challenged or lost, we experience anxiety, frustration, or grief. For example, consider a job opportunity you desperately want or a relationship you envision unfolding in a particular way. When things don't go as hoped, attachment to that specific outcome can lead to disappointment and stress. Trusting the process means recognizing that life is fluid and unpredictable. Instead of resisting, we learn to flow with it, opening ourselves to unexpected possibilities and deeper peace. Letting go and trusting the flow. Imagine swimming in a river. If you swim against the current, you exhaust yourself and make little progress. But when you trust the flow of the river, you conserve energy and move effortlessly. Life works much the same way. Resisting its natural rhythm leads to tension, while surrendering to the flow brings ease. Trusting the process is not about passivity. It means giving our full effort while accepting that the results are beyond our control. It's a balance of action and surrender, doing our best, and then releasing attachment to the outcome. This mindset reduces stress and helps us approach life's challenges with greater resilience. Applying trust in everyday life. The principle of trusting the process can be applied across many areas of life, from relationships and careers to personal challenges and self-growth. Relationships. Letting go of expectations in relationships can be transformative. We often try to control how others behave or how situations unfold. This attachment to expectations can lead to frustration and conflict. By letting go, we allow relationships to evolve naturally. Instead of molding people to fit our ideals, we can appreciate them for who they are. In friendships or romantic relationships, trying to change someone creates tension. Trusting the process means accepting people as they are and allowing the relationship to grow organically. This approach fosters harmony, mutual respect, and deeper connections. Career. In our careers, we may cling to a specific vision of success, becoming disheartened if we encounter obstacles or detours. Trusting the process teaches us to see setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. By letting go of the need to control the outcome, we can embrace uncertainty, knowing that every experience, even the challenges, is part of our journey. Conclusion: trusting the process and letting go of control are essential Buddhist principles that promote inner peace and resilience. When we release attachment, we open ourselves to the natural flow of life, finding peace even when things don't unfold as we expect. By practicing this principle in our relationships, careers, and personal growth, we cultivate a sense of freedom and adaptability that allows us to live with greater joy and contentment. Embracing life's challenges through trust and letting go. Sometimes, what initially appears to be a failure can serve as a stepping stone toward a more fulfilling path. For example, being passed over for a promotion might feel discouraging at first, but this experience could lead to valuable self-reflection, skill building, or even open the door to a new opportunity that aligns more closely with our passions. By letting go of rigid expectations about our career, we remain open to unexpected possibilities and personal growth. Personal challenges, adapting to change. Life's challenges, such as health issues, financial difficulties, or unexpected changes, often test our ability to let go of control. Trusting the process in these moments involves accepting what we cannot change and focusing on what we can. For example, someone dealing with a chronic illness may initially resist the limitations it imposes. By letting go of resistance and adapting to the new reality, they can find peace and even discover new joys, such as hobbies or connections they might not have explored otherwise. Living in the present moment. Trusting the process also means embracing the present moment. When we fixate on the future or dwell on the past, we miss the beauty and richness of the here and now. Living in the present allows us to fully engage with life, appreciating its small joys and finding contentment in the moment. This practice encourages patience and faith in life's timing. For instance, if a goal seems out of reach, instead of becoming frustrated, we can focus on the progress we're making today. Each small step becomes meaningful, and we learn to trust that the larger picture will unfold as it's meant to. The practice of letting go. Letting go and trusting the process is a skill that requires mindfulness and self-awareness. Here are practical ways to cultivate this mindset. 1. Mindful awareness. Pay attention to moments when you feel the urge to control outcomes. Pause, take a deep breath, and remind yourself to focus on the present moment. Reflect on whether your attachment is serving or hindering you. 2. Reframe challenges. When faced with setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Viewing challenges as opportunities for growth helps release resistance and embrace change. 3. Meditation on non-attachment. Regular meditation can help practice letting go. Visualize releasing your grip on specific outcomes, imagining them floating away like leaves on a stream. 4. Affirmations and reminders. Use affirmations like, I trust the process of life, or I release the need to control everything. These reminders can help you cultivate a mindset of surrender and trust. 5. Focus on effort, not outcomes. Shift your attention to the effort you're putting in, rather than fixating on results. Trust that your actions will lead to the best possible outcome, even if it's not what you initially envisioned. The freedom of trust. By trusting the process, we free ourselves from the mental and emotional burdens of overthinking and over-controlling. This freedom allows us to experience life with greater joy and less anxiety. We begin to see that our peace does not depend on external circumstances, but on our ability to flow with life as it unfolds. Non-attachment doesn't mean we stop caring. On the contrary, it enables us to care deeply without being overwhelmed by outcomes. It allows us to engage fully in life while maintaining inner balance. When we trust the process, we find the strength to face uncertainties with grace and the clarity to adapt to whatever comes our way. The peace of trusting the process. Trusting the process aligns us with the natural rhythm of life. It teaches us to release our grip on what we cannot control and to embrace the present moment with an open heart. This practice fosters resilience, patience, and faith in the journey, helping us navigate life's complexities with confidence and peace. As Buddha wisely said, "You only lose what you cling to." By letting go of attachments and trusting the process, we cultivate a sense of freedom and inner strength. And we discover that true peace doesn't come from controlling life, but from flowing with it. This perspective allows us to live with greater ease, joy, and fulfillment, no matter what life brings. Integrating all 10 principles. Bringing these 10 Buddhist principles into our daily lives allows us to cultivate a mindset of balance, resilience, and inner peace. Each principle, whether it's practicing gratitude, ethical living, or trusting the process, helps us navigate life with greater clarity and contentment. Together, these teachings empower us to face challenges with calm, embrace growth with openness, and trust the journey, knowing that peace lies in the ability to surrender and flow with life. The wisdom of responding with compassion. The process teaches us to respond to life with wisdom and compassion rather than reactivity. Together, these principles form a framework for living harmoniously with ourselves and the world around us. At the core of these teachings is the understanding that true peace comes from within when we align our thoughts, actions, and intentions with these principles. We develop the ability to remain calm and composed, regardless of external circumstances. This inner stability empowers us to navigate life's challenges with grace, enabling us to experience joy in the present moment. The ripple effect of integrating principles. By integrating these principles into our daily lives, we create a ripple effect that positively influences not just our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. Practicing gratitude fosters a sense of abundance, while ethical living strengthens relationships. Trusting the process brings freedom from unnecessary stress, allowing us to live more peacefully. Each principle complements the others, forming a holistic approach to personal growth and harmony. A path toward collective peace. Thank you for engaging with these timeless teachings. As you continue to practice and embody them, you contribute to a more compassionate and peaceful world. Don't forget to share this wisdom with others who are also seeking tranquility and inner peace. Together we can create a ripple of positivity and mindfulness that extends far beyond ourselves. A steady journey to peace. May your journey toward peace and fulfillment be steady, joyful, and deeply rewarding. By embracing these principles, we learn not only to find inner peace, but also to become beacons of compassion and harmony in a world that desperately needs it. Imagine living a life where no external turbulence could disrupt your inner calm. A life where insults, challenges, and chaos roll off you like water from a lotus leaf. What would it feel like to wake up every morning with unshakable tranquility, knowing that your peace of mind is entirely within your control? This isn't an unattainable dream. It's a state of being that can be cultivated through mindful practice and self-awareness. The teachings of Buddhism offer a timeless guide to building a sanctuary within yourself, a space that remains untouched by the unpredictability of the external world. True peace, as Buddha taught, is not something found outside. It arises from within. Today we'll explore 10 transformative Buddhist principles designed to nurture this inner stillness. These principles are not just concepts to reflect upon. They are actionable steps to bring clarity, balance, and profound calm to your life. Together they illuminate a path to self-awareness, compassion, and equanimity. A path that empowers you to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and grace. Picture a serene monk meditating beneath a tree, as a storm rages around him. This is not just an image, but a metaphor for what's possible when we master inner peace. Chaos becomes a distant backdrop, challenges become opportunities for growth, and negativity loses its grip. Let's begin with Principle 1, insults and offenses. Principle 1, letting go of insults. When someone insults you, it's easy to take it personally. But Buddhism teaches that the power of an insult depends entirely on whether we choose to accept it. Imagine a calm pond disturbed by a rock. The water ripples briefly, then returns to stillness. Similarly, we can learn to let go of the sting of harsh words, letting our inner calm prevail. Hurtful words often reveal more about the person speaking them than the one they're directed at. Instead of reacting with anger, consider what pain or frustration might drive their behavior. This shift in perspective transforms the moment into an opportunity for compassion. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools to navigate such situations. By staying present, we can observe our emotions without being consumed by them. This practice reminds us that feelings, like passing clouds, are temporary and that we can choose our response. Regular meditation strengthens equanimity, allowing us to remain steady even when facing hostility. By reflecting on the impermanence of all things, including insults, we learn to let go, recognizing that these moments do not define us. When we treat ourselves with kindness and understanding during difficult moments, we prevent hurtful words from taking root in our hearts. This self-compassion fosters healing and protects our peace of mind. Remember Buddha's wisdom. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. By releasing resentment, we liberate ourselves from unnecessary pain. Principle 2, transform everyone into a teacher. Buddhism encourages us to see every person as a teacher, whether they bring joy or challenges. This perspective turns even the most difficult interactions into opportunities for growth. When we meet kind, inspiring individuals, they remind us of the beauty in humanity and teach us to cherish compassion. On the other hand, those who frustrate or hurt us provide lessons in patience, resilience, and understanding. This approach requires humility and curiosity, allowing us to embrace life's interconnectedness. As Buddha taught, when you care for others, you care for yourself. Every interaction contributes to our personal and collective growth. By shifting our mindset, we cultivate gratitude for all experiences, learning from both the light and shadow aspects of life. This practice strengthens our compassion and equips us to navigate relationships with wisdom and balance. Envy, while a common feeling, can often lead to negative emotions like bitterness or self-doubt. However, in Buddhism, this emotion is viewed as an opportunity for transformation. Instead of allowing envy to fuel resentment, we can use it as a catalyst for personal growth by shifting our focus from comparison to inspiration. This shift is known as transforming envy into emulation. When we feel envious of someone, it is often because we admire qualities or achievements that we wish we had for ourselves. Rather than letting this envy lead to negative feelings, we can use it as a reflection of what we value or aspire to. For instance, if we envy someone's success, we can ask ourselves, what steps can I take to reach that success? Instead of seeing their achievement as a source of frustration, we can view it as a potential guide for our own journey. This transformation requires a shift in mindset, from seeing others as competitors to seeing them as role models or teachers. If we are envious of someone's kindness, we can take this as an invitation to cultivate that same quality within ourselves. If we admire someone's accomplishments, we can focus on the effort and dedication that led them to those achievements, rather than focusing on what they have that we don't. Buddhism teaches that by understanding and acknowledging our envy, we can turn it into a positive force. Emulation is about seeing the success or qualities of others as a possibility for ourselves, rather than something that separates us from them. It allows us to approach envy with a sense of possibility, recognizing that the success we admire is not out of reach. By focusing on the attributes or achievements we admire, we can use envy as a tool for growth and improvement. Furthermore, emulation fosters humility. It reminds us that we all have something to learn from others. When we emulate others' positive qualities, we not only improve ourselves, but also honor the value they bring to our lives. This approach creates a sense of mutual respect and understanding, as we recognize that no one is inherently superior or inferior to another. To make this practice more tangible, one can ask themselves key questions when feeling envious. What is it about this person that I admire? What steps can I take to develop these qualities in myself? How can I celebrate their success while focusing on my own journey? Over time, this practice can help us overcome the negative effects of envy. Instead of allowing it to divide us or make us feel inadequate, we transform it into a healthy desire for self-improvement. We see envy as an opportunity to grow rather than something to fear or suppress. Ultimately, transforming envy into emulation is a powerful tool for personal development and fostering positive relationships. By seeing others as mirrors for our own potential, we shift from a mindset of scarcity to one of abundance. We begin to realize that there is enough success, joy, and love for everyone. And by emulating the qualities we admire, we can build a life that reflects our highest aspirations. In Buddhist practice, the idea of interconnectedness plays a role here as well. By seeing others as sources of inspiration, we recognize that their growth is part of our collective evolution. We all contribute to each other's learning and development, and by celebrating the success of others, we contribute to the creation of a more supportive and compassionate world. Transforming envy into emulation, a Buddhist perspective. Buddhism provides a transformative perspective on envy, inviting us to shift from viewing it as a source of suffering to seeing it as an opportunity for growth. Envy, when left unchecked, can lead to feelings of inadequacy and resentment. However, Buddhism encourages us to pause and reflect. What can I learn from this person's success? How can their achievements inspire me? This shift in perspective turns envy into a positive force, emulation, driving us towards self-improvement rather than pulling us into negativity. As the Buddha taught, do not be jealous of others' good qualities, but out of admiration, adopt them yourself. These words emphasize that admiration and jealousy are closely connected, and the choice is ours. We can allow envy to fuel self-doubt or transform it into inspiration for growth. Understanding the nature of envy. To transform envy, we must first understand its nature. Often, envy arises from a feeling of lack or insecurity within ourselves. When we see others succeeding, their accomplishments highlight areas where we feel inadequate. This comparison sparks discontent, which can escalate into resentment. However, envy is not inherently negative. It serves as a valuable signal of what we value and aspire to. If we envy someone's career success, it may reflect our own desire for professional achievement. If we envy their kindness or charisma, it could be a sign we wish to cultivate those traits in ourselves. By recognizing the roots of our envy, we can turn it into inspiration rather than bitterness. Shifting from comparison to emulation. The key to transforming envy is to shift our focus from comparison to emulation. Rather than feeling diminished by someone else's success, we can use it as a roadmap for our own growth. Here's how to adopt this mindset. 1. Practice. Mindfulness. When envy arises, pause and observe it without judgment. What specifically are you envious of? What does this feeling reveal about your values and aspirations? By observing envy mindfully, you create space to respond thoughtfully instead of reacting impulsively. 2. Shift to admiration. Recognize the admirable qualities in others that you envy. Celebrate their success and see it as a source of inspiration. Admiration opens the door to learning rather than self-criticism. 3. Learn from their success. Once you've identified what you admire, ask yourself what you can learn from their journey. What steps did they take to achieve success? And how can you apply these lessons to your own life? 4. Focus on your journey. Everyone's path is unique. Rather than comparing yourself to others, concentrate on your own progress. This approach helps you appreciate your own growth while recognizing what you can still achieve. 5. Cultivate gratitude. Envy narrows our focus, making us fixate on what we lack. Gratitude broadens our perspective, reminding us of the blessings and strengths we already possess. By practicing gratitude, we shift from lack to abundance. The benefits of emulation. Turning envy into emulation brings profound benefits for both mental and emotional well-being. Positivity. Emulation fosters a positive mindset by focusing on admiration rather than negativity. Resilience. Emulating others' success strengthens our resilience as it encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth. Stronger relationships. Admiration nurtures relationships, whereas envy can create distance. Celebrating others' successes fosters deeper connections. Enhanced confidence. Emulating others' achievements builds self-confidence by highlighting what we can learn and apply in our own lives. Letting go of comparisons. One of the greatest sources of envy comes from the habit of comparing ourselves to others. Social media, work environments, and even casual conversations can tempt us to measure our worth against the achievements of others. Buddhism teaches that comparisons are futile because they ignore the unique nature of each person's journey. Instead of comparing yourself to others, compare yourself to who you were yesterday. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. By focusing on your own growth, you free yourself from the cycle of comparison and envy. Embracing mudita, joy for others. A powerful antidote to envy is mudita, the Buddhist practice of sympathetic joy or rejoicing in others' success. Mudita shifts our mindset from competition to collaboration, reminding us that one person's success does not diminish our own. To practice mudita, take a moment when envy arises to silently wish the other person well. Over time, this practice becomes second nature, replacing envy with joy and connection. A path of growth and positivity. Imagine a life where envy no longer controls you, a life where others' successes inspire you rather than threatening you. By transforming envy into emulation, you can remain positive and focused on your own growth. You can learn to admire and adopt the qualities you value, turning every interaction into an opportunity for self-improvement. As the Buddha wisely taught, do not be jealous of others' good qualities, but out of admiration, adopt them yourself. This teaching encourages humility, curiosity, and a willingness to learn, reminding us that our journey is not about being better than others, but about becoming the best version of ourselves. When envy stirs within you, take a deep breath and let it guide you toward what you value. Use it to inspire growth, celebrate others' successes, and contribute to a more joyful and compassionate world. Principle 4. Be strict with yourself, but tolerant of others. Buddhism offers a profound teaching about balancing self-discipline and compassion. It invites us to hold ourselves to high standards while extending tolerance and understanding toward others. This balance fosters personal growth without becoming harsh or judgmental. As the Buddha wisely said, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." This teaching reminds us that self-discipline should be rooted in self-compassion, allowing us to strive for excellence while maintaining patience and empathy toward others. By holding ourselves to high standards, we cultivate integrity and personal fulfillment. But when we falter, we must forgive ourselves, learn from our experiences, and continue on our path of growth. Buddhism emphasizes the idea that we have the power to control our emotional reactions to external events. This principle teaches that no one can truly hurt us unless we allow it. While others' words or actions may cause temporary distress, the ongoing emotional pain is often a result of how we choose to process and internalize these experiences. It's natural to feel hurt in the moment, but suffering only persists when we dwell on it, attaching negative meanings to it, or letting it affect our sense of self-worth. The Buddha's wisdom, "No one saves us but ourselves. No one can and no one may. We ourselves must walk the path," reminds us that our happiness and peace come from within. External circumstances cannot disturb our inner peace unless we permit them. Developing emotional resilience involves recognizing that we control our reactions. We can choose to let go of the hurt and not let it define our emotions. By releasing our attachment to pain and not allowing it to shape our identity, we preserve our peace and regain our power. This perspective shifts the focus from blaming others or external circumstances to recognizing that we are the architects of our emotional well-being. This approach leads to emotional freedom, where we are no longer victims of others' actions, but empowered individuals who choose how to respond. By cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness, we can create a shield of emotional resilience where nothing from the outside can harm us unless we allow it. In summary, Buddhism teaches us that our internal state is something we can govern. While external circumstances and the actions of others may cause momentary discomfort, the true pain comes from our choice to internalize and hold on to those experiences. By taking responsibility for how we process and respond to external events, we free ourselves from the power others may have over our emotions and achieve lasting peace and happiness. Building inner strength is essential to achieving resilience, allowing us to face life's challenges without being overwhelmed. Just as a tree stands firm against strong winds, bending but remaining grounded by its deep roots, we too can cultivate inner resilience to maintain our peace amid external turmoil. By strengthening our sense of self, we develop the capacity to remain unshaken, no matter what life throws our way. This process requires consistent practice and self-awareness. Here are some ways to cultivate this inner strength. 1. Meditation. Meditation is central to Buddhist practice and a powerful tool for strengthening the mind. Through regular meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without becoming entangled in them. This detachment creates a mental space that allows us to respond to challenges with clarity rather than reactivity. Over time, meditation fosters a calm, centered mind, reducing susceptibility to external negativity. 2. Mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of staying fully present in each moment. By observing our reactions to external events without judgment, mindfulness helps us manage our emotions more effectively. For example, if someone says something hurtful, mindfulness allows us to recognize our emotional response without letting it spiral into anger or resentment. By staying present, we can choose responses aligned with our values and inner peace. 3. Self-reflection. Regular self-reflection enables us to examine our thoughts, beliefs, and reactions. It helps identify patterns of negativity or blame that hinder our emotional well-being. Honest self-reflection empowers us to take responsibility for our emotions and make conscious choices about how we respond to external events. 4. Loving kindness practice. The practice of loving kindness, metta, involves cultivating goodwill and compassion for ourselves and others. By extending kindness, even to those who hurt us, we break the cycle of negativity and build inner resilience. Loving kindness reminds us that others' actions often stem from their own suffering, allowing us to respond with empathy rather than anger. Taking responsibility for our well-being, understanding that no one can truly hurt us without our consent, gives us the power to take responsibility for our happiness. This doesn't mean denying pain or suppressing emotions. It means recognizing that while pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Suffering arises when we cling to pain, replay it in our minds, or attach it to our self-worth. By taking responsibility for our reactions, we reclaim our power and stop blaming others for our emotional state. Responding to life's challenges. Life is full of challenges, and it's natural to feel hurt at times. However, how we respond determines whether challenges become sources of growth or prolonged suffering. Here are some steps to help navigate difficulties with resilience. 1. Pause and breathe. When faced with a hurtful situation, take a moment to pause and breathe. This simple act creates a space between the event and your reaction, helping you respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. 2. Observe your emotions. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. It's okay to feel hurt, angry, or disappointed. Observing these emotions prevents them from taking control and clouding your judgment. 3. Detach from the event. Remind yourself that the event does not define you. By detaching your sense of self from the actions or words of others, you reduce the emotional impact and maintain perspective. 4. Choose your response. Ask yourself, what response aligns with my values and inner peace? Whether it's letting go, setting boundaries, or calmly addressing the issue, choose a course of action that reflects your inner strength. 5. Reflect and learn. After the situation has passed, reflect on what you learned. Did the experience reveal an area for personal growth? Did it strengthen your resilience? Viewing challenges as opportunities for learning helps you approach future difficulties with greater confidence. The freedom of inner peace. When we embrace the understanding that no one can hurt us without our consent, we experience profound freedom. We realize that our happiness and peace are not dependent on external circumstances, but are within our control. This realization empowers us to face life's challenges with equanimity, knowing we have the strength to remain centered, regardless of external events. Inner peace doesn't mean avoiding pain or challenges. It means developing the resilience to move through them without being consumed. Like the tree bending in the wind, we may flex, but we remain unbroken. By cultivating inner strength and taking responsibility for our well-being, we create a foundation of peace that remains steady in the face of life's storms. Living a resilient and empowered life. Imagine living a life where external negativity no longer disturbs your inner calm. By practicing meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection, you strengthen your inner core, making it unshakable. You'll learn to respond to challenges with grace, transforming them into opportunities for growth rather than sources of suffering. This journey of inner strength and resilience leads to a life of emotional freedom and lasting peace. Acceptance and compassion. Acceptance naturally fosters compassion for ourselves, others, and life as a whole. When we stop resisting reality, we begin to understand the struggles and imperfections inherent in the human experience. This understanding nurtures empathy, patience, and a genuine desire to support others. For instance, by accepting someone's flaws, we gain insight into their humanity and the challenges they face. This shift in perspective allows us to respond with kindness rather than judgment, strengthening relationships and creating a compassionate environment. Compassion also extends inward. When we accept our mistakes and limitations, we free ourselves from perfectionism, treating ourselves with the same care we would offer a dear friend. The balance between acceptance and striving. Acceptance does not imply giving up on improvement or progress. Instead, it provides a stable foundation from which we can strive for change. Acceptance allows us to see the present moment clearly, free from distortion, and this clarity guides wise and effective action. For example, if facing a health challenge, acceptance allows us to acknowledge the situation without despair. From this point, we can explore options for improvement, such as lifestyle changes or seeking medical help. The balance between acceptance and striving is vital. While acceptance grounds us in the present, striving inspires growth and evolution. Together they create a harmonious approach to life, peaceful and purposeful. Practical ways to cultivate the acceptance. 1. Practice mindfulness. Mindfulness helps us stay present and observe reality without judgment. By being fully aware of each moment, we can practice accepting things as they are, rather than wishing they were different too. Meditate on impermanence. Reflecting on the impermanence of all things helps release resistance. Understanding that everything is temporary encourages us to accept life's changes and uncertainties. 3. Challenge judgmental thoughts. Notice when judgment arises about yourself, others, or situations. Ask yourself, is this judgment helpful? Or can I approach this with curiosity and compassion? 4. Practice gratitude. Focusing on what we appreciate shifts our perspective from resistance to acceptance. Gratitude fosters peace and contentment, even during challenging times. 5. Embrace letting go. Letting go of what we cannot control is a cornerstone of acceptance. Release attachments to outcomes and trust in the flow of life. The benefits of acceptance. The practice of acceptance offers profound benefits to both our inner peace and our relationships. It allows us to reduce suffering. By letting go of resistance, we free ourselves from unnecessary pain and frustration. Foster inner peace. Acceptance helps us stay calm and composed, even in difficult situations. Strengthen relationships. Accepting others as they are deepens our compassion and connection. Cultivate resilience. Embracing life's ups and downs makes us more adaptable and capable of handling challenges. Live authentically. Acceptance enables us to be fully present, savoring life as it unfolds. Acceptance doesn't mean avoiding challenges or ignoring difficulties. It's about meeting life as it is, with an open heart and steady mind. By accepting the present moment, we reduce suffering and find the strength to navigate life's changes. As the Buddha taught, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. This wisdom invites us to live with grace and trust, embracing life's beauty and impermanence. Through acceptance, we discover a profound sense of freedom, allowing us to live more fully, joyfully, and harmoniously. Living according to nature. Living in harmony with nature's rhythms is a cornerstone of a grounded and peaceful life. Nature, with its cycles and patterns, offers profound lessons about balance, impermanence, and interconnectedness. By aligning our lives with these natural rhythms, we cultivate physical and mental well-being, as well as a deeper connection to ourselves, the world around us, and the greater flow of life. As the Buddha said, just as a candle cannot burn without fire, man cannot live without spiritual light. This wisdom reminds us that, just as fire fuels a candle, our connection to the natural and spiritual world fuels our lives. Nature, in its simplicity and wisdom, provides the framework for a life of mindfulness, harmony, and spiritual growth. Aligning with nature's rhythms. Living in tune with nature begins by observing and embracing its cycles. The rising and setting of the sun, the changing of the seasons, and the ebb and flow of life are all reminders of the natural order. By reflecting on these rhythms, we can better align our lives with the world around us and deepen our connection to the present moment, and express gratitude for the natural world. Whether it's appreciating the vibrant colors of a sunset or the stillness of a forest, cultivating gratitude enhances your sense of connection to the world around you and nurtures a positive mindset. 4. Practice mindfulness in nature. When you are outdoors, engage fully with your surroundings. Pay attention to the sights, sounds, and smells of nature. Whether it's the sound of birds chirping, the feel of grass beneath your feet, or the sight of leaves rustling in the wind, mindfulness in nature fosters awareness and helps you stay grounded in the present moment. 5. Reduce your ecological footprint. Living in harmony with nature involves taking conscious steps to protect and preserve the environment. This may include adopting sustainable practices such as reducing waste, conserving water, using renewable energy sources, or supporting eco-friendly products. By doing so, you contribute to the well-being of the planet, ensuring that future generations can also enjoy the beauty of nature. The wisdom of nature serves as a gentle reminder of life's impermanence and interconnectedness. As we align our lives with its rhythms, we discover a profound sense of balance, peace, and fulfillment. By embracing the teachings of nature, we not only improve our own well-being, but also contribute to the collective health of the planet. Through mindful living, gratitude, and sustainability, we honor the cycles of nature and find ourselves better equipped to navigate the complexities of life with grace and clarity. Ethical living fosters inner peace and clarity by aligning our thoughts, words, and actions with our deepest values. This alignment provides a sense of integrity and balance, helping us live in a way that is authentic and true to ourselves. As we cultivate virtues such as kindness, honesty, and compassion, we naturally reduce internal conflict and create a clearer, more peaceful mind. 2. Stronger relationships. By practicing honesty, kindness, and respect in our interactions, we strengthen our relationships. Ethical living nurtures trust and mutual understanding, making our connections more meaningful and fulfilling. Through genuine communication and compassion, we build deeper bonds with others and cultivate a supportive network. 3. Reduced stress and anxiety. The practice of ethical living helps alleviate stress by reducing feelings of guilt, shame, and regret. By avoiding harmful actions and embracing positive intentions, we create a life free from unnecessary tension. This leads to greater emotional resilience and a more peaceful state of mind. 4. Greater fulfillment and joy. Ethical living is not only about avoiding harm, but also actively engaging in positive actions that benefit others. Acts of kindness, service, and generosity bring joy not only to those we help, but also to ourselves. By living with compassion, we create a cycle of positivity that enriches our lives and the lives of those around us. 5. A positive impact on the world. Living ethically helps create a ripple effect of positivity that extends beyond our immediate circle. By making mindful choices in how we treat others and the planet, we contribute to a greater good. Ethical living inspires others to follow suit, creating a more harmonious and sustainable world. Practical ways to incorporate ethical living. 1. Practice mindfulness. Be aware of your thoughts, words, and actions. Mindfulness allows you to pause and reflect before making decisions, ensuring they align with your values. 2. Choose compassionate consumption. Support businesses and practices that align with your ethical values. Opt for products that are sustainably sourced, cruelty-free, and environmentally friendly. 3. Volunteer and serve others. Engage in acts of service, whether small or large. Helping others not only benefits them, but also nurtures your sense of purpose and connection. 4. Cultivate gratitude. Recognize and appreciate the good in your life, from the kindness of others to the beauty of nature. Gratitude enhances your sense of peace and contentment. 5. Practice forgiveness. Let go of grudges and resentments. Forgiveness frees you from emotional burdens and fosters inner peace and reconciliation. By embracing ethical living, we embark on a path that leads to greater inner peace, stronger relationships, and a more harmonious world. Through our thoughts, actions, and intentions, we can create a life that reflects our highest values and contributes to the well-being of all. Living with alignment and gratitude. Living in alignment with our values, as seen through ethical behavior, significantly reduces feelings of guilt and regret. When we adhere to principles of honesty, kindness, and respect, we cultivate a clear conscience, allowing us to approach life's challenges with calmness and focus. This inner clarity provides the foundation for a balanced and fulfilling life. 1. Stronger relationships. Ethical behavior fosters trust and mutual respect, which strengthens our relationships. Connections rooted in honesty and kindness are not only deeper, but also more resilient. These relationships provide support and stability, nurturing a sense of community and belonging. 2. Resilience and self-respect. Practicing self-discipline and making thoughtful choices strengthens our moral character. This resilience helps us navigate life's complexities with confidence and grace. By staying true to our ethical values, we build an unshakable inner strength that empowers us to face challenges head-on. 3. Positive karma. Living ethically creates positive karma. By planting seeds of kindness and honesty, we invite harmony and happiness into our lives. Ethical actions ripple outward, returning to us in the form of peace, fulfillment, and contentment. This cycle of positive karma helps sustain us during difficult times and propels us toward a life of tranquility. 4. A sense of purpose. Ethical living gives us a profound sense of purpose. Knowing that our actions contribute to the greater good provides motivation and clarity in times of uncertainty. Our purpose not only guides us through challenging situations, but also inspires us to strive for excellence in all aspects of life. 5. Creating a ripple effect. Our ethical behavior doesn't just impact us, it inspires others as well. By living with integrity, we set an example for our family, friends, and community. Simple acts of honesty or kindness can influence those around us to act similarly, creating a ripple effect of positive change. This interconnectedness emphasizes the transformative power of ethical living, encouraging a society that values kindness, respect, and compassion. 6. A life of meaning and fulfillment. Ethical living, as taught in Buddhism, is a path to a life of meaning and fulfillment. It's not about adhering to rigid rules, but about embodying values that define who we are and how we interact with the world. By focusing on honesty, compassion, and respect, we create a foundation for inner peace and harmonious relationships. As Buddha's teaching reminds us, the mind is everything. What you think, you become. By cultivating positive thoughts and living ethically, we shape our lives into reflections of our highest values. Through this process, we not only transform ourselves, but also contribute to the well-being of others, creating a compassionate and just world. 7. Living in harmony with gratitude. Principle 9, practice gratitude, is one of the most transformative principles in life. Gratitude is deeply rooted in Buddhist teachings and shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have. By practicing gratitude, we appreciate the blessings in our lives, which can significantly enhance our mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being. As Buddha said, "Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little." This quote highlights that regardless of the day's challenges, there is always something to be thankful for. Gratitude invites us to find value in every moment, fostering a sense of peace, joy, and resilience. The transformative power of gratitude. Gratitude changes how we see the world. It helps us focus on abundance rather than scarcity, enabling us to appreciate the positives even amid life's challenges. While it doesn't eliminate difficulties, it empowers us to face them with a balanced and resilient mindset. Regular gratitude practice trains our minds to notice and appreciate the good, reducing stress and negativity and fostering a deeper sense of contentment. For example, during a stressful day, gratitude might encourage us to appreciate small moments, like a supportive colleague, the warmth of a shared meal, or a simple breath of fresh air. These small but significant moments are often overlooked but can provide immense sources of joy and strength. Gratitude in everyday moments. Practicing gratitude involves acknowledging even the smallest blessings in our lives. The beauty of a sunrise or sunset, the laughter of a loved one, reminding us of the joy relationships bring, a warm home or nourishing meal, offering comfort to our bodies and souls. Acts of kindness from others, whether it's a friend's support or a stranger's generosity. These moments nurture our sense of connection to the world around us, reinforcing the power of gratitude in shaping our lives for the better. By living in alignment with our values and embracing gratitude, we can create a more harmonious, resilient, and fulfilling life. Gratitude, a shield and strength for the soul. Gratitude has a profound impact on our lives, shaping how we perceive the world and ourselves. By consciously noticing and savoring the small blessings around us, we foster a positive outlook that enriches our daily experiences. This practice of gratitude creates a buffer against the negative and stressful moments that inevitably arise, offering us a way to balance life's challenges with an awareness of the good that exists in our lives. Gratitude as a shield against negativity. One of the most powerful effects of gratitude is its ability to shield us from negativity. By focusing on the positives, we create a mental defense against the challenges and disappointments that life brings. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending they don't exist, but instead, it's about acknowledging the difficulties while also recognizing the blessings we have. For instance, facing a difficult situation at work, gratitude can help us appreciate the lessons we're learning or the support from colleagues who stand by us. In personal struggles, it may remind us of our resilience and the strength we've cultivated over time. Over time, gratitude helps develop a mindset of resilience, enabling us to approach life's ups and downs with balance and calmness. Strengthening relationships through gratitude. Gratitude is also a powerful tool for building and deepening relationships. When we express appreciation, we not only strengthen our bonds with others, but also foster a sense of connection and mutual respect. Simple gestures of gratitude, such as thanking a friend for their support, recognizing a colleague's efforts, or appreciating a partner's kindness, can create a more positive and harmonious environment. Gratitude doesn't have to be grand. Small, sincere acts, such as a heartfelt thank you or a thoughtful note, can have a profound impact, uplifting the recipient while reinforcing our own feelings of connection and goodwill. Incorporating gratitude into daily life. Cultivating gratitude is a practice that becomes more powerful with consistency. There are many simple ways to incorporate gratitude into your daily routine. 1. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down 3 to 5 things you're thankful for each day. These could be big events or small moments, like enjoying a good meal or hearing a kind word. Over time, this practice trains your mind to focus on the positive. 2. Practice gratitude. Meditation. Spend a few minutes each day reflecting on what you're grateful for. Visualize these blessings as you meditate and allow yourself to feel a deep sense of appreciation. 3. Engage in mindful observation. Pay close attention to your surroundings and the people in your life. Notice the beauty of nature, the kindness of strangers, or the joy in everyday moments. This mindfulness helps you stay present and grateful. 4. Express gratitude to others. Make it a habit to thank the people around you, whether through a quick message, a note, or a thoughtful gesture. These small acts can strengthen your relationships and spread positivity. 5. Acts of kindness. Gratitude can also be expressed through actions, helping someone in need, offering a kind word, or supporting a loved one. These actions create a ripple effect of positivity and goodwill.